Good morning. Welcome to my Mark Kistler Live, the 30-day drawing challenge. I am so glad. Here, let me pop my camera in. Hi, everybody. Are you ready to draw today? Now, it doesn't matter if this is your first day to start the 30-day drawings or this is your 21st day. What we're trying to do is do one drawing a day for 10, 12, 15 minutes a day, and let's see what happens to your imagination and your creativity. It's going to take off. So take a look at that. We're going to draw that big tree in a bucket. Yesterday with my Mark Kistler Live homeschool and classroom school students, we drew the monkeys in a tree, and we drew penguins in a tree, and the kids and monkeys hanging out. But for this YouTube special, we're going to draw the tree in a bucket. All right, because I believe that art is part of the core curriculum. So many schools and homeschool curriculum guides now talk about the STEMs curriculum cores of the science, technology, engineering, and math. Well, I believe that art is the center of curriculum. And if you get your visual arts, everything else is going to be so much more easily understood and applied. So art is the core of curriculum. That's my belief anyways. Thumbs up. All right, so let's get going here. Let's take that camera off and let's switch it over here. And we're going to draw this really fun tree in a bucket with the monkey's tails coming down here. Let me come down here and get ready to go. All right, got my pencil. Well, welcome to our 30-day drawing challenge. Again, it doesn't matter if this is your first day or this is your 21st day. Whenever you start, that is when your 30-day challenge begins, okay? I just want to see if you can do it. Now, if you can't make my live, let's put two dots straight across from each other. We're going to draw a really cool bucket with a tree in it, all right? Two dots straight across. What we're going to start with is a foreshortened circle. Now, foreshortening is one of the 12 Renaissance words of drawing. If you learn these 12 Renaissance words, you can draw anything at all in 3D. All right, now these words are 500 years old. I didn't invent them. My teacher learned from her teacher, who learned from his teacher, who learned from her teacher back 5 centuries. Put two dots far apart from each other. And we're going to draw another foreshortened circle here, okay? These 12 words will enable you to make any drawing in 3D, three-dimensional. That's our goal, right? To make it look 3D. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just scribble, sketch, be loose and comfortable. And as you build your drawing skill, your drawing enthusiasm is going to build with you. Let's slant these down. We're going to draw this really cool tree in a bucket. See, this is what we're going to end up with. Doesn't that look fun? Isn't that cool? With the rim and the shading. Now, don't go straight across. Let's curve the bottom. Now, sometimes you can turn your paper upside down. It's easier for me to draw the curve this way than to pull it toward you. So your paper is not anchored down. It doesn't have to sit. You know what this looks like? This looks like a drawing that I did, and I called it Darla the Dog's lesson. Look at this. This is pretty fun. Look at. See what I did with that foreshortened circle? I put Darla. This is one of my lessons on my hour of pencil power on Mondays, my Mark Kistler Art Day with Mr. Mark on markkistlerlive.com. This is a full hour lesson. I'll tell you more about these later. This is on my Mondays at 10 o'clock and 11:15 in the morning, and then 1 hour. But isn't that cool how this shape we drew here is transferable to so many different shapes? See, we can draw a tree bucket, and also you got to look at this. Look what I did with that same shape. I stretched my imagination. Look at, isn't that cool? I drew space the same shape, the foreshortened circle. Now, every idea that I teach you in these 15-minute lessons and in my 1 hour live lessons at markkistlerlive.com, every one of these lessons I'll be teaching you transferable information. Okay, so I'm going to come in just a bit and slant it down for the bucket. Now, let's don't go straight across. Let's curve the bottom here. Curve the bottom. See, this is called contour, one of those 12 Renaissance words. Okay, if you learn these 12 words, you can draw anything in 3D. And here's this. See this chart here, the 12 Renaissance words of drawing. This is available to my students at the markkistlerlive.com. But you go through this. For you homeschoolers and you classroom schoolers who have access to that site, I want you to print this up and have it handy so you can, excuse me, so you can use these words to build your confidence and build your skill. Now, right inside here, the window's on the top. So let's put the thickness up here on the top. Can you do that? Put that thickness on the top. Very cool. And then I'll draw the tree. Let's draw the tree trunk here coming up. Draw the tree trunk. And then right here, watch this. I'm going to expand it out. I think you can take it and separate it. I think I'll just put the one tree trunk going right into the bush, into the big clump of leaves. Let's draw one big clump of leaves here. Now you could put three if you want. Look at how I did on these other drawings. Just an example here. Okay, now in my book you can draw in 30 days right here. This one, you all have this, right? You got to order this right away on Amazon.com. It's a fantastic book. What, of course, I say that I wrote it. Look at this tree right here. Look at this tree. See that? See that this is on page 166 of my book. And you can instead of just having one clump, you can have multiple clumps. I think I'll just have one on the one we're drawing, but maybe in a future lesson. Look at that. That's on page 167. This is how you take these lessons and you expand on it and add extras. Now let's look at this variation I did in my book. Now these are all on Amazon.com. If you want to get any of my books, right here. Oh, of course, take my YouTube challenge. Are you ready for the 30 days, 30 drawings challenge? I'll send these to you if you guys send me a self-addressed stamped envelope for your card. I'll tell you about that in a second. But look at this. Look at this. This is a variation. This is called Terrific Tree Town. It's a town that's up in the trees. Isn't that cool? So these are just some variations you can draw. Here's another variation of drawing trees. I love drawing trees. Look at my drawing in 3D book right here. Let me take a look at what I did with trees in this one. I did 1 point perspective. Here, look at this. I started with a center point, all the lines going to the center point, and I used 1 point perspective to draw the forest of freedom. Isn't that cool? All the trees going up. So these are just great variations for you to practice. So we're just going to start with one simple tree in a bucket. And then let's put a line right here, a curved overlapping line. That's where the tree will go into the clump of leaves, all right? Take your eraser, let's clean this up. Clean it up here and draw it. Now this is my art kit. I always have my click eraser, my pencil, and my brush. And the most important part, of course, is your spiral sketchbook. So get a sketchbook and so it lies flat when you draw and you can keep all your drawings together. I hope you have. And then of course our blending stomp. We'll be using that blending stomp for the shading in just a moment. All right, now let's take this and let's put some texture. Go left and right, and then we'll put some shading. This is going to be really cool. Now this is called planned randomness or organized chaos. I do some to the left and some to the right. You see, I'm going to put this wonderful texture all the way around here. Doesn't that look fun? You see this? Now just think if you wanted to put multiple clumps, you can put 2 or 3 if you want to. See, you can put one back here. It's kind of partially hidden. You can put one back here. You can put like one popping up back over here. You can put a whole. This could be a really poofy, bushy tree. I'm just going to do the one, but these are just ways that you can expand it out and enhance it, add your own extras. You see, I'm going to show you exactly how to draw an object using these 12 Renaissance words, these fundamental concepts of three-dimensional drawing. It's up to you to add your own ideas and your own genius imagination and have your ideas, right? Have your ideas just expand, because you are the full-on art animal. You are an art animal, and you are absolute geniuses, right? Geniuses times 2, right? Not just one, but your geniuses times 2. So expand your imagination. All right, here we go. We're going to put some shading. Take your finger and go, aha! We're going to add shading to really pop this out. Let's make it really dark in here and lighter as it comes around. Make it lighter, really dark here. And lighter and lighter. A little shadow back behind here. Let's shade. Doesn't that look wonderful? Do you love it? Love it? Love it? All right. Now I wanted to remind you guys, if you want to get, let's take. I'm going to use Scribble here, and then I'll blend it. You could look at. You could go like this. You could put a bunch of little circles if you want to represent the leaves. You can add as many of these as you want. See this? You can put as many as you want. But I'm just, you can use scribbles, or you can put as much detail, see, as you want. As much that, and the texture can be used to shade. That's what an important idea here. If I was drawing the bird, you can draw the feathers. See how when I drew the hair on the gorilla, notice I put more hair underneath the chin to make it shaded, more hair in the furrow of the brow, put more shading. I use texture to shade. Texture is a very, very powerful, wonderful tool. Look at how I used the fur, the texture of the koala bear hair to shade the arms and the face and the ears. Texture is a wonderful tool here. Let's shade underneath here. Now on the bucket, it's dark on the edge. Well, I'm putting the light coming from this direction. It's always important for you to determine where your light's coming from and put your shading opposite. So I'm going to use vertical lines here, kind of slanted, to shade it. And I'll blend this. This is blended from dark to light. And then on the ground down here, watch this. The sun's up here, so we could put a shadow on the ground. Now, you could put some really cool wooden slants across here if you want. You could put little nails, little texture. But I'm going to try to keep this lesson to a real short 15 minutes. But you could go like this. Watch. You could put, and all the wood slats go toward the center. See this? I have a really cool. See this? And then you make the wood slats. I'll just do a couple of them. See the wood slats coming down here? That cool? Put like a little knot hole here. Maybe a knot hole here. Ha! I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm getting extras. And you put some wood grain up and down here. More shading on the side. More shading underneath here. We'll blend it. Then let's take our Stompy and blend it. Isn't this fun? You can do these. Oh, this is cool. I'm going to use my little one. All right. I am loving this, loving it, loving it. All right. Now, I would love you guys to post your drawing of your tree in a bucket to Facebook. If you friend me on Facebook, please be sure to look for a picture of me with these three birds in the background, a little picture of me, right? This is not really a photo of me. Look for the photo of me, not the clay, but those guys in the background on Facebook. Make sure you friend the right one. If you want to send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, I would love to send you one of my free art trading cards. If you want to purchase more of these, I can tell you how. And thank you so much for your support for my YouTube channel, my YouTube challenge, 30-day drawing challenge. And I totally appreciate you guys. If you like these, go ahead and purchase a few. I tell you how. You go to the contact tab. Go to the contact tab of the MarkKistlerLive.com website where it says contact. Okay, click that. I tell you how to get a free one. Now you have to send me a drawing. You have to send me a drawing to get a free card, self-addressed stamped envelope. If you want to get 4 or 5 cards for your collection, that would be wonderful. I appreciate your support so much, you parents out there. Oh, that looks wonderful. Isn't that cool? And then you know what we'll do? Let's put a little monkey's tail. Let's put a little monkey hiding. So I'm going to put another line here. Put a little monkey's tail coming out here. Little monkey's tail. The monkey hiding in the tree. There we go. That is wonderful, wonderful. All right, now, if you want to, let me show you a couple examples of my Mondays. Here's my Mighty Mark Art Mondays. These are 1-hour lessons. Now the difference between my 15-minute YouTube specials, my YouTube 30-day drawing challenge, and my 1-hour Art Mondays with me, Mr. Mark, is we do it for a whole hour at 10 o'clock and 11:15 and 2 o'clock and 3:15. You can I split screen with you guys. I have the students over here showing your work, and I'm over here ooh and on and telling you how wonderful you are. You have emotional icons down here, happy face, sad face, which I love the interaction. The text box over there, which everybody can text, and you have a map over here where you can see around the world where everybody's drawing. These are just some of my recent 1-hour lessons. Aren't these wonderful? So if you want to sign up for my Mighty Mark Mondays, it's $49. I would love to have you as my students. Look at these. Isn't this great? I just love these 1 hour lessons. So to sign up, you go to markkistlerlive.com and go to sign up. Take advantage of our half off special. I'd love to draw with you a couple hours on Monday and then 15 minutes every day. Uh, on Tuesday through Sunday. All right, well, hey, thank you guys for drawing. You did fantastic, and we kept it to almost 15 minutes, which is pretty impressive for me. Let me move my camera over here, and I'll get on the camera and I'll say farewell to you guys here. Let me see if I can't seem to move my camera. Oh, well, I'll just I'll just say farewell. Thank you guys for drawing with me. Draw 15, 20 minutes every day. Your 30-day drawing challenge. I'll see you on the next lesson. Bye, everybody.